Hey, page number 5 already. Listen, guys, this is multiplication of polynomial. Now, this is the easiest of the operations. Division is equally easy. In fact, adding and subtracting is more confusing than multiplying and dividing. Now we're going to be doing a bunch of that, and by the way, that is the sum of this packet. Most of it is multiplying and dividing. Some of the gatekeeper questions you will run into, they let you go ahead and take the algebra test instead of being kicked back down to the arithmetic test, are going to be like this. The first thing you do, I've taken the example in the middle of the page, right up here in the middle, because people go by that. It's the best example on the page. If you look at the 10 problems, you should be able to go through and say the first one is a positive times a positive. You should put a plus sign right there. Just write the plus sign in. The next one is a negative times a negative. What's that going to be? The answer is going to be what? The sign. I want you to focus first on the sign. Problem number 2 is going to be what? Positive. Number 3, negative and a positive. It's going to be negative. Number 4, positive. Number 5, negative. That's right. Come on, write the rest of them out. All the rest of them are, there's 2 negatives, 2 positives, and the last one, of course, is a negative times a negative, which is a positive. Now let's work the example. I want you to focus first on the sign. Do you get that? Fill them all in, all 10 of the signs in. Thank you. Now, I want you to do next the number. What is negative times positive? On this one, it's going to be what? Negative. 4 times 3 is what? Now we do the number. The second thing we look at is the number. Got that? What's 4 times 3? That's right, it's 12. There you are. Now, we focus on what next? The letters. What is this x times these 2 x's? Well, 1x times x squared equals what? See, x times x is x squared. That's 2 x's. And here's the first x over here. It's x to the 3. So that's 2 of these and 1 of those. You have x to the 3rd. How many y's do you have? There you go. How many here? Y to the 3rd. There you go. What you have is your answer. Negative sign, number is 12, and then the letters x to the 3, y to the 3. X cubed, y cubed. Now look, guys. S and L. I want you to use that pattern. Do the sign first, then do the numbers. Don't confuse them. Then do the letters. You're multiplying. Now you get to change them. Adding and subtracting, you don't change the animal. An a squared ybc is an a squared ybc. You only combine the same things. You don't mess with them. You don't multiply them. Here, you're multiplying. You multiply the signs, you multiply the numbers, you multiply the letters. This is Saturday Night Live. I'm not recommending it, okay? But if you've ever seen it, that's how you remember it. Do your Saturday Night Live sign, number, letter. Do all those problems. They're very easy. And to be honest with you, on the next page over, I believe we're going to shift and do simple. Yes, you've got it. A little more trickier multiplication. I'll see you over there in a second. All right. Now, page 6, guys, we are working our way up here. We've got a few problems at the top that you get to 4 pieces. You're going to have to watch your negatives and positives. Be careful going through it. If you have a question, come talk to us. But here we are in the next section. I want to do 2 problems, 15 and 21. They're not hard. These have, instead of numbers up here, they have letters. Don't let it confuse you. You've got an A with how many N's here? 1 N. You've got an A here with what? 1 N. That means you've got an A with an N plus an N. Got it? The same animal here is A, and you add the exponents, n plus n. Well, what's 1n plus 1n? 2n, winning, hello, A to the 2n. That's your answer. It's just that simple. Don't let it knock you off your game. There's a tricky place down there where they're going to combine numbers and letters. Look at 21. I want to do one for you. Okay, I didn't check you. S, N, L. Signs, positive. Numbers, uno, uno. That's the number. Now the letters, A to the certain power. So the A's are the same, A to the 2n. S, N, L. What's the sign here? Good, the answer is negative. Now let's do our numbers. What number is that? 3 and 1. So it's a negative 3. Do you see that? That's the only number there. Let's do our letters now. How many A's you have here? 3 of them. How many A's there? 1. What's 3 plus 1? A to the 4. That's really nice. Got that? Real simple. So how many B's do we have? B to the N. Well, that means we have B, and whatever N is, we don't know. N, and we also have B to the what? 4. So that's N plus 4. That is written very terribly. Can you get that? It's a minus 3, A to the 4th, B to the N plus the 4. N plus 4. N plus 4. That's what that mess right there says. Sorry, that's the way I write. That's how simply you write the answer. Okay? And someday when they tell us n is equal to 3, then 3 plus 4 would be 7. That'd be b to the 7th power. If it was, that's what it was. And that's the way algebra runs, guys. They put in these values. They work them out. But those are problems we don't want to talk about today. You just want this little bit. Don't worry. Do them quick. Next part. Division is fun. It's easy. We'll get there. Good. Hey, guys. Page number 7. Yes, you are ripping it off. Look at the 6 problems. Can you put your signs in, positive or negative? Real simple. And look at the signs first. It's going to be the same process. Check your signs, then your numbers, and then your letters. This one here, I'm going to do number 3 for you. Why? Because it's a tricky one. Why? I'll show you why. Sign first. What is it? If you put a negative, you're right. If you didn't, we'll talk about it. Okay. Number 2, look at the numbers. Now this is a fraction. That's a minus. Let's put the fraction line. Where is the highest number? Top or bottom? It's on the bottom. And look how confusing that is. Do you know what goes into 49 and 56? The same number? It's 7. It's tricky. If your times tables are strong, you should know that by now. What's 7 into 49? 7 times 7. What is 7 into 56? That's right. You reduce that to the fraction of 7/8. That's what the numbers do. Look at the higher number on the bottom. See, not everything cancels out and goes away. There's something on the bottom. All right. Where is, now we did our sign. We did our numbers, 7 over 8. Now our letters. Where's the highest X, top or bottom? There you go. By how many? You have 2 down here and 1 up here. When you have X divided by X squared, you have X X by X squared, you have X divided by that. You cancel out an X and an X, you have 1 X left on the bottom, don't you? So you have 8 and you have 1 X right there. 1 Y, 2 Y's. Where's the highest Y? Bottom, goes right there. That is your final answer. Be sharp. Look where the sign is, the number, the highest letters, and place them accordingly. Go ahead, have some fun. It's easy.